Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm so happy you stopped by. Today I'm going to be decorating in my mini on the go for the week of June 2nd to June 8th. And I have chosen this set from Creative Karma Design. This is in her Etsy shop. It's I think it's called Flourish Florals or Flourishing Florals. Um, and I've only printed off one page. It comes with 4 or 5 pages that includes boxes. I did print off some boxes. This is my box template, and I used her boxes as the source for the colors. So these are the colors that her boxes come in. I just used my own template because I like checklists, and instead of checklists, she includes habit trackers. Um, so let's dive in. I also pulled some washi that I think if I decide to use it, I think it'll go quite nicely with it. I'm going to start with this corner piece. I'm going to put it right here in this corner. I'm really into using printables these days. I've got a Cricut, and when I first got my Cricut, I did a lot of printables for my planners, and then I kind of got out of doing that. But I love that, whether you're doing your own design or you're buying someone else's design, um, you can kind of print off exactly what you want. You can make sure that your boxes match because you can pull from the colors of the design that you're using. Um, to me, there's just so many positives. I'm going to use a smaller piece up in that corner. Let's see what this piece looks like up there. I need something bigger than that, but something smaller than that. What I may do is cut this one down. I'd like for it to kind of stop there. That's a possibility. If I do that, do I want to put that one there? I think not. Maybe there. Actually, I want to put a long piece across there. Let's see what this piece looks like there. Also, another thing I like about the printables is, if I end up with like 1 or 2 little scrap pieces left, then I've got stuff on Saturday and Sunday. I'm not just left with 1 or 2 little scrap pieces, and I don't have to buy a whole nother book. I just print the file again, and it's all good. So I think you'll probably see a lot more printables. If you've got a Cricut, I mean, it really is, to me, it really is beneficial. Okay, I'm going to go with a smaller piece. I was going to take it all the way over to the other page with that bigger piece. But with this one being smaller, I'm just going to cut it off. I'm not going to worry about taking it to the other page. And so I think I'm going to take this one then. And it's going to go up here. Oops. And then I'm going to take this little piece off. I feel like that's just kind of hanging out there and not really contributing to the design very much. Crocodile. Okay. And then I think I'm going to grab, let's see, what do I have going on? I've got my typical Wednesday. I've got a Thursday. I've got a Friday. And I've got a Sunday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. I mean, what if? I don't like that. I don't like that either. I'm going to take this little one. I don't like that next to that. So now the question is, I don't like that. Not awful, and it'll be separated by the discs a little bit. I think though I might thinking about cutting that off of here and putting it here, sort of across the top. Let's see what that would look like. Oh, or that one. Down pretty far though, and I think it's pretty wide. Go all the way across, and it would hang down into there, so that's a no. The other thing I could do is run some washi tape. Right across here. I'm going to cut that straight. First things first, we're going to cut that one. And then I'm going to cut here. And then I'm going to cut it here. And I'm going to lift up this leaf and tuck it under here. That way I don't have to cut around the leaf if sticker gods are with me, and it will come up. Let's see. Lovely. Lovely. Okay. Now, put something there. I feel like it's not as, I don't know, I feel like it's not as harsh. Or do I want to put it under the line? If I do that, I'm gonna need something else. But what? But what is the question? Way too big. I think maybe I'll cut this in half. Oh, I cut that way uneven. I just totally ignored the fact that I had a guide there. Also didn't actually cut it right there. And technically it's a straight line. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I think it's a straight line. What if we put this here? And let's grab a little bit of washi. Put it here. Do that, and then this will pinch this without too much trouble. Sort of. I don't know what I was thinking when I tore that off at the end. So hopefully this won't look too messed up because I don't want to redo that. I don't think it'll be terribly noticeable because of the disc, so we'll see. And then I think I want to do, you want to go here. Like that. And this one, I'm just going to cut around. And I think something little. Something else small. I wonder what this would look like. No. Like that puts me really heavy on the bottom. Not enough going on up top. That's a no. That, no, I don't like that because of that. I don't want that right across from that. Have this up here. Can't go over there. Let's see what we think. I think I'm going to take it all the way to the top. All the way at the top, or well, that wouldn't be where that goes, would it? Ooh. Go. Yeah, I feel like that's a little too crowded. Although I could trim it a little more. Let's trim it some more. I think I like it under that better. Trim it a little bit more. Maybe like so. Yeah, I like that better. Although now I feel like I need something round over here, but we are gonna let that be, I think. I think I'm gonna let that be. So I need a quote. Let's find a quote. I think I'm gonna look in Black Quotes Volume 2. I know there are I think there's one that says live your best life in here. Oh, there it is. Right on the front. And then I like this. Not until we are lost do we begin to understand ourselves. I think I'm going to use these two. So I'm going to grab this one out. There's also Find Your Happy Place. Let's see where we can drop these three in. I think Find Your Happy Place may live right down here. No, not until we are lost. We begin to understand ourselves. That's right on the edge. Will it come up? you over. Okay. And then I don't have anything on Monday, so I could put Find Your Happy Place on Monday. Of course, as soon as I do that, I'm going to end up with something on Monday. I want Live Your Best Life, I think, here. Also put it on Thursday or Friday because I don't have a ton going on those days. The biggest day that I have is Wednesday. Let's just put Live Your Best Life here. Okay. And we are going to call that a spread. Let's grab the discs and put it back on the discs. And see what we got. I'm just going to write groceries in really quick because I've been forgetting to do that. So this little list is my kind of special request grocery list from my boys. They have something that we don't normally get that they want, or if I'm making a special recipe, I'll put it on there. I really like that. I think that turned out really cute. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I put this together today. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. And I hope everybody has a wonderful week. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.